Toronto Raptors vs Washington Wizards full game highlights. October 12, 2025 NBA Preseason ***. The NBA preseason continued on October 12, 2025, with an exciting matchup between the Toronto Raptors and the Washington Wizards. Both teams came into this game looking to fine-tune rotations, assess young talent, and build momentum ahead of the regular season. While preseason results don't impact standings, the intensity and competitiveness on display made it clear that both teams were taking this game seriously. Fans were treated to a showcase of star performances, bench contributions, and promising glimpses of future potential. From the opening tip-off, the Raptors set the tone. Pascal Siakam came out aggressive, using his combination of size, agility, and skill to establish an early presence in the paint. Siakam's ability to create scoring opportunities for himself and others was evident as he hit mid-range jumpers and finished strong at the rim. Scottie Barnes displayed his trademark versatility, attacking the basket, rebounding, and making plays in transition. Fred VanVleet orchestrated the Raptors' offense smoothly, connecting on timely three-pointers and managing the floor with veteran poise. The Raptors' defense was equally impressive in the early stages, with OG Anunoby and Barnes rotating effectively to contest shots and disrupt Washington's offensive rhythm. The Wizards quickly responded, refusing to be outdone. Bradley Beal led the charge with a mix of mid-range jumpers and drives to the basket that demonstrated his scoring prowess. Kyle Kuzma added energy, both on offense and defense, grabbing rebounds and hitting open shots to keep Washington in striking distance. Rookie players and bench contributors were also given meaningful minutes, allowing head coach Wes Unseld Jr. to evaluate depth and rotation options for the season. Despite Washington's efforts, Toronto held a narrow lead after the first quarter, 29-26, thanks to efficient ball movement and balanced scoring across multiple players. In the second quarter, the Raptors showcased their depth and versatility. Tyrese Haliburton impressed with his playmaking ability, racking up assists while also knocking down crucial three-pointers. Khem Birch and Precious Achiuwa contributed with hustle plays, defensive stops, and timely putbacks, helping Toronto maintain their lead. For Washington, Kristaps Porzingis made an impact in limited minutes, stretching the floor with deep-range shooting and anchoring the defense with shot-blocking presence. Despite Porzingis' contributions, Toronto's bench production and defensive intensity allowed them to carry a modest lead into halftime, 58-52, setting the stage for a competitive second half. The third quarter became a showcase of star power and skill. Pascal Siakam continued to dominate, scoring in a variety of ways, including mid-range jumpers, post moves, and transition finishes. Scottie Barnes complemented him with relentless energy, grabbing rebounds, creating fast break opportunities, and contributing defensively with key steals and rotations. Fred VanVleet orchestrated Toronto's offense with precision, ensuring the ball moved quickly and efficiently, which allowed the Raptors to find high-percentage shots consistently. For the Wizards, Bradley Beal and Kyle Kuzma kept the game competitive, combining for 20 points in the quarter alone. Beal's ability to get to his spots and finish under pressure, paired with Kuzma's scoring versatility, challenged the Raptors' defense and made for an engaging quarter. By the end of the third, Toronto held a lead of 91-84, positioning themselves favorably for the final period. The fourth quarter brought high-intensity action as both teams tested different rotations. Washington made a determined push, led by Monte Morris off the bench, who knocked down a pair of clutch three-pointers. Kuzma continued to drive to the rim with authority, and Beal maintained his scoring rhythm, cutting the Raptors' lead to just 3 points with under 5 minutes remaining. The Wizards' resilience showcased their depth and determination to remain competitive in every possession. However, Toronto's composure under pressure was key. Pascal Siakam executed smooth drives to the basket, VanVleet hit a critical three-pointer, and the Raptors' defense forced turnovers that led to fast break points, ultimately extending their lead. Toronto closed out the game with a 112-103 victory, demonstrating their ability to perform in clutch moments and maintain control under pressure. Pascal Siakam led all scorers with 26 points, adding 7 rebounds and 4 assists, displaying why he remains a cornerstone of Toronto's lineup. Scottie Barnes contributed 18 points, 6 rebounds, and multiple defensive plays, highlighting his all-around impact on both ends of the court. Fred VanVleet finished with 14 points and 5 assists, showcasing his steady leadership and ability to control the game's pace. Bench contributions from Tyrese Haliburton and Khem Birch were also notable, providing energy, scoring, and defensive stops that reinforced Toronto's depth and versatility. For the Wizards, Bradley Beal led the way with 24 points and 4 assists, combining scoring efficiency with veteran poise. Kyle Kuzma added 19 points and 8 rebounds, while Kristaps Porzingis recorded 12 points and 6 boards, showing flashes of his potential impact in the rotation. Monte Morris provided timely bench scoring, contributing key baskets that kept Washington within striking distance. Despite the loss, Washington demonstrated resilience and promise, particularly in their young players' development and their ability to compete against a well-rounded Raptors team. The game also offered valuable insights into team dynamics and potential strategies for the regular season. Toronto's balanced attack, combining star power with bench production, highlighted their offensive depth and defensive versatility. Washington's young core and bench contributors showed promise, with several players stepping up in crucial moments and displaying potential for larger roles moving forward. Coaches on both sides were able to evaluate rotations, assess player chemistry, and test defensive schemes in a live-game environment, making this preseason matchup a meaningful step toward the season opener. While preseason games do not count toward regular season standings, matchups like Raptors vs. Wizards provide crucial information about team readiness and areas for improvement. Toronto looked disciplined, cohesive, and confident, suggesting they are prepared to compete at a high level in the upcoming season. Washington, though falling short in the final score, displayed resilience, competitive fire, and flashes of individual talent that could translate into strong performances once the season begins. Ultimately, Toronto's victory was a result of their balanced scoring, defensive intensity, and ability to execute in clutch moments. Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes led the way, supported by a deep bench and veteran leadership from Fred VanVleet. The Wizards showcased potential, with standout performances from Beal, Kuzma, and Porzingis, and demonstrated that their young core could make meaningful contributions throughout the season. The Raptors vs. Wizards preseason game was more than just an exhibition, it offered fans a glimpse of what's ahead for both teams. Toronto emerged as a confident, cohesive unit ready to build on their strengths, while Washington displayed resilience and promising talent that could make them a